Hey, what's on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. This is Sunday Dailies, the 30th edition. Sunday Dailies, the 30th edition. Appreciate y'all for the last week. Um, last week, this past the seventh day of the hour. Appreciate y'all for the views on the Thursday thrills. You know how it is, but constraints. I said a lot, but I didn't go into detail about that week, about what's going on overseas. I didn't want to say too much on. Um, I'm just recently watching. I think I'm watching SETI. Everybody's talking about it. I think SETI was talking about the war and stuff, what will happen in the future. And I said this years ago. Then I said this. Also, I said it. When did I say it? I also said it 2 years ago that something's gonna happen over there, and then there's visible hands controlling both sides, right? And yes, America's got nukes that can bomb Iran, right? Or a lot of people pronounce it Iran, but it's Iran. Iran or Iranians or Iranians, how you want to pronounce it. They already know that, but they only focus on the Israelis, right? Israel, right? What you call Israel today, or Esau's his new biblical name, Israel or Israelis or whatever. But we're gonna say that's what they call it in the modern text in Esau's word. We use the word Esau over here. Esau's always gonna be desperate. See, that Ukraine war and Russia was the tipping point. You know why? Because America's trying to consolidate more power and maintain. The problem with America is they're constantly at war with everybody. It's a conquest. They do that soft blow, even though the CIA and the corruption and government is going to do what they're going to do, right? A lot of people get caught up with that, and they get caught up with the news. I've been watching different news segments from YouTube and also on Rumble, like my favorite one that got banned off here. It was okay, but they got some good information. It's not looking good with the prime minister, but shouts out to China Fox, known as Alicia. She broke this down and she has some good information that I can attest to about the guy that got murdered in '04. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot, man. This goes further back, man. Like the historical land. So it's a lot of people know the truth. They spin how they spin it. That's their belief point. But what we're seeing right now, everybody's in solidarity for, of course, the Palestinian people, or some of them can be our people. That's what I heard from other brothers that's talking about. But that's a whole nother story. I'm not gonna get into the tribes and all that. But don't be surprised. Most Arabs don't care for them. But in reality, that's what you're gonna see. But you will see a war like that. Iran wants that war with Israel, right? That's what people are talking about. But Iran has nothing to do with it. I think Hezbollah and Hamas is waiting patiently to crush Israel, and Israel's going to do what it's supposed to do. So this war is going to be never ending for this year. But next year, this is all a political front. America is desperate. Yes, they got the CIA. Everybody's involved. Okay, so let's not get it confused. America is involved. They're panicking. They're worrying about that shit in Ukraine. Everybody's on to that $1 billion scandal with the Ukrainians and Russia, since Putin is on his way out. Now, Putin is in bad shape, but he's going to do something before all this is over. And let me tell you, Russia is not looking good. They're trying to get him up out of there. But you already know Ukrainians, a lot of people think Russia's losing that war. Most people say Russia is losing the war. I just don't believe Russia's winning the war. They actually lose the war. Because think about it. If the Israelis lose the war and Russia lose the war, you know what that's going to mean? You're already in World War III. A lot of people try to say, it's going to be a World War III. The same people that say that, they're stupid as hell. They don't know shit about World War III. First of all, you were in World War III since 9/11. That's the first thing. You're already in it. Second of all, it's a long process. When I think of nuclear war, I don't think of World War III. I think of Armageddon. I think of fallouts. I think of disparities like you see in Palestine right now. You see a lot of disparities. Now, everybody's going to be biased on the tube and everywhere else, right? It's a lot of biases on both sides, right? That's why I'm staying out of it because I feel like I have to cover this part because I didn't want to say so much on a live stream from Thirsty Thrills, but I kind of feel like I already know somebody's getting paid for it, but pay attention to next year's election. I told you it's gonna be exciting next year. The election's gonna be exciting. I ain't gonna vote for the typical candidates like I did in 2020. Y'all already know. Y'all excuse me for 1 second. I'll be right back. Y'all excuse me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Scientists want to act up in time, but you know how that goes. But it just goes to show you that where we are today, and as people, we know America is not really focused on anything else, but you got to see the big picture. But what you have today, I know football is on and everything, and I think we're playing the Jets this week, or I mean, today, I believe. Try not to act up here. Ooh, who's playing today? Okay, so the Ravens and Titans, they overseas, I believe. That should be a good game. That's gonna start in the next hour. Man, I got these notifications on here. Okay, Falcons and the Commanders. Falcons and the Commanders. I think the Commanders should win that game. But if they lose to the Falcons, I'm laughing. I'm laughing. They lose to the sorry Falcons, man. Boy, Lord have mercy. Woo! We got the Rams at 4 something when the Eagles play. Because I know we played the Jets, I believe. We played the Jets, don't we? Yeah, we played the Jets. Yeah, we played the Jets. That we should beat the Jets. That turf is gonna be something else. It's gonna be very interesting. It'd be funny if the Jets did beat us today, but the Eagles gonna beat the Jets. They're gonna beat the brakes off of them. The Lions is good. They should beat the Buccaneers. They in Tampa Bay. It's gonna be interesting, but I think the Lions should beat them. Cardinals and Rams. I think the Rams will probably win the game. Bills is good. They at home versus the Giants. You got Patriots and Raiders. Now the Patriots should win the game because Raiders are not that good. Now the Bengals, if they want to be any team, is Seattle. Minnesota's eye sometimes. Chicago, that ought to be a good game, but it's competitive. Jaguars, I would say Jacksonville and the Colts. The Colts will probably win that game. Baltimore may beat the Titans. They always beat us all the time. That ain't my former team, but they always beat the state of the Titans. I used to go to the games to watch Steve McNair back in the day, but I'm not a Titans guy. I'm not a Oilers. I don't care for them like that. Only players I came to see on that team at that time was Eddie George and Steve McNair. Those were my favorite players on that team, but I wasn't a big Titans guy. No, I didn't wear no Titan uniform. Now I may have their jerseys and shit. I had Steve McNair's Oiler jersey, probably Eddie George's jersey, probably like that. That was it. But I wasn't big on the Titans like that. I just supported the players on there. You have people like that in pro sports. Pro sports is very different than college. But it's a shame. But I'm an Eagles guy. I've always been an Eagles guy. I've been an Eagles guy since the 90s. As a kid, watching the players they had. But that was my team growing up. I didn't have a team like that until, when Tennessee became a thing. But that's a Houston team, by the way. So it ain't really much. Yeah, enough on NFL, but that's everybody's on the news talking about, Palestinians. They going at it every day. So I'm not really keen on that. It's a lot we get into. But you got to remember that's the stuff you're gonna see. But I won't finish the rest of the video that dude was talking about, the war and stuff. But everybody's talking about it because I predicted this 2 years ago that something like this might happen. I talked about it on this channel years and years ago, and I used to quote scriptures on it all the time around the 2012 era. And that era was hell. Everybody thought it was the end of the world, but it was a process. Everybody was waiting to build their stages, and then there they are. Everybody was talking about it years and years ago, and then there it is. But that's just the beauty of people not trying to sway or anything like that. Yeah. I'm just looking at it from what it is and that perspective and all that. So, but you gotta understand, like, what's going on right now is like everybody's panicking, they're on high alert, and the same people, them ethnic groups over there, is in this country as well in the U.S. So just be careful. If I was y'all, if you're any of those groups, and even our people, Israel, if you bump into those groups, avoid them all costs. Ain't nothing personal. Just don't say nothing about it. Just let them be who they are, and just let them have their thing. It's just what it is. Like, you don't want to be in a situation with an argument breaks out, and then there it is that you got to show and prove what you are. And that's just what it boils down to. But anyways, but when you really look at it, that's the stuff that you got to look at. Sometimes people get caught up on the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that this is the type of time that everybody's on. They're on that type of wartime. So you know how that goes. Because if you look at it, everybody is saying it'll be a long war. Yeah, it's a process. And it'll be catastrophic. The atmosphere will change, economics will change, and war is money, they say. Everybody's making money off the war. Yeah, most people are, and then situation change. Atmosphere changes. Daily life. So people be in panic mode. That's what happens in these countries. They get caught up on the net and stuff. Then there it is. It's a conquest. You know what I mean? But everybody wants to go to Mars and shit. See that shit? I don't subscribe to that. See, when she was talking about that Mars shit, nah, fuck out of here with that. I know what you was on. She was trying to deflect the issues that what's going on in the world. Let me tell you something. I don't care about that. Take that to somebody else that cares. Yeah, and drop something, but you know how that goes. He slammed Chris on Bronny's game. Bronny's not that good, bro. I'm gonna slam it. He's not gonna be a superstar. I don't know. See, I understand he's a dad, but dude, he's not gonna be you, bro. Stop it. Now his middle son is the guy, not Bronny. That man's delusional, man. They have the right to criticize about your son. Like, get over it. You his boy, but you got to deal with it. Amsterdam protests. Everybody's protesting over that war. I ain't gonna say their names. I just said it early in this video. But you gotta understand that's what it is. Yeah, he pushed back on them. But it is what it is. And you got pit bulls acting crazy in Britain. Everybody wants a nuclear holocaust. Well, everybody don't want no problems in that eastern countries over there. Black man hates himself. Think he American. Americans gonna collapse within. That's the only way it's gonna collapse. And the same people are scared to say something are the main problem. And that's why I don't mess with a lot of people on this sorry site. And I'm also different platforms or whatever. I don't really do content on those platforms. I just chill and whatever. I just observe. Now I do content on this platform because that's a main outlet. Because if I find one that's a main outlet, that's it. But Rumble, that's just something I'm gonna experiment with. I don't know if that's gonna be the main outlet. I gotta find another platform that's better than it. It's the platform to see your content creators that you subscribe to right now, but nobody's coming over. See, this is why I don't mess with this site. Period. I don't even like Patreon's not a real platform. Patreon is just another uh, money grab. Fuck a Patreon. I don't like a Patreon. I just really don't. I'm not spending no money on to see a content creator. If I want to see them, I'll see them somewhere else. Patreon's not where it's at. I'm trying to tell you, leave that shit alone, bro. There's other platforms. And I'm gonna say this: fuck a Discord. It's for them sucker ass people that stream all day. I don't do that. I was thinking about Kick, and I said, I don't know. Well, I'll see. It's not that many options on the internet. I'm just gonna tell you right now because there's shit going on over there that affects everything. We'll see. But I don't like TikTok. I just don't like it in general. I really don't. Because if I did, it would grow. I don't fuck with TikTok like that. I mean, X is nice, but I use it for something else. If I had another X page, I said, yeah, I would definitely, but I ain't that desperate to create another page. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Mm. It's good. I gotta finish this tea, but it's a lot I'm gonna say. But anyways, that's what I'm saying about this coming up election. Been slacking a little bit. Everybody's on the numbers and things like that. They're talking about the war over there, and it's connection with next year. Way it's handled, a lot of secrets been exposed. They said the prime minister, y'all know who I'm talking about, Ben Netanyahu, is the guy that had all the secrets, knew they was going to attack. But see, I just found this that I'll tell you where I found that attack from. I found that attack this past Monday, last Monday, right? I know it happened the last weekend, last Saturday, this past last Saturday. Everybody was still talking about it, but the Saturday before, I'll say 2 weeks ago, right? The last weekend, right? Um, I have to say, I didn't know it happened on that day. I just found that out on a Monday. See, I didn't know it happened on that Saturday and Sunday. I didn't know. And then I found it on different platforms, people talking about it. And I said on that Monday, everybody was talking about it. But see, I didn't know it was like that. So I didn't know. I didn't know. Like I didn't know it was happening sooner or later. But see, it happened on a Saturday. They had like a little holy day. I forget what it's called, but they predicted that. They said to them last year, and most people, a lot said nobody predicted. I call cap on that. I call BS on that. Yes, they did. It was going to escalate, but I didn't think Hamas was going to drop a bomb on the sacred holy sites that you see on TV where the buildings at in Jerusalem. And this shit is serious. So it's going to get out of hand so far. Everybody talks about community guidelines and stuff. I saw old boy's video, right? Shouts out to him anyway. No, it's no qualms over here. First of all, I said that 2 years ago. Y'all need to stop doing the fake gender warring. The fake gender warring has been going on for years since after the fail of the iteration of the first manosphere, right? This is a sidebar commentary right here. I saw his video and he told him, and they gonna get you demonetized, right? I don't care about monetized platforms. I really don't. I subscribe to a couple of them, but I don't really care for monetized platforms. I really go, and I ain't doing this for money. I don't need. Yeah, I had to reconnect, but it is what it is. But you know what it is. I think. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. They said I was recording. I don't know how that's gonna. I don't know how that's gonna fly. Yeah, I was saying something, but I had to reconnect. Man, this thing is raggedy sometimes. But you know that's restream. You do what you do, and I restream it to y'all and whatever. But anyways, it's a lot being said. I'm over the mark. So yeah, this is the 30th edition. You know, it's kind of weird, but you know, it's anytime you get on that zero, anything's gonna be effing weird. But anyways, like, who cares? I mean, people monetize, they just want to be something that they're not. They want the extra money. You know, it's not real money. I don't need it. I'm not hurting. I just know how to survive out here and things like that. Some people try to say, "Oh, get a real job." Apparently, sir, there ain't no jobs. There is no real jobs. If you're talking about fast food, that's not a real job. Nobody's not getting paid for that. Nobody's not gonna work for minimum wage. Anybody that say that need to shut the hell up and be quiet. Everybody's just bitch made. I'm just gonna keep it real. Most people are bitch made. I'm just gonna keep it real, especially on this damn site. I just don't like nobody on here. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. Most people are bitch made, and if they don't like what I said, they can go fuck themselves. Period. I'm not gonna argue with no weak niggas on here. If I see them in person, I'm gonna break them. See, I'm restrained right now. I'm being nice right now online. I'm just if I really is up, I'm gonna fuck a person up. I ain't no pushover and I ain't soft. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Anybody that try me, you out of here. I don't play that. I don't play that. You can do that online. I'll let you. But if I see you, I'm gonna bust your ass. You up out of there. Not one of these soft niggas on the internet, bro. Like I'm tired of bitch ass niggas on the internet. Like it makes you want to snuff them. And this is why people get snuffed all the time, bro. Like I don't really say nothing. I let them make a mistake and they up out of there. I catch niggas for real. Like I actually do this shit for real. I used to do it back in the day when I was younger. I don't do it no more now, but I do it when I feel like it. I got the dangerous voice on YouTube. They already knocked my shit once. And that was by the CIA, by the way. So we're not gonna get into that. I was standing for something, but you guys sucking niggas always want to hate. And that's part why I don't mess with YouTube as much. And I treat this as a hobby. I don't treat it as a business. Like I said, business, you ain't making no money. No, you just sucking dick to Esau. That's what the fuck you doing. Do you wonder why this shit's collapsing? Look what's going on in the Holy Land. You derelict ass motherfuckers. But that's what these people are on. This is why it's so hard to help our people. I try to help the ones that need the help. That's my main mission for this channel, and just get them to understand that prepare yourself in the future, survive here, get the knowledge of the word, and just go forward. That was my whole intent, the beginning of this channel, and that's what it was. But me, I talk about current events, what's going on. I talk about sports, what's going on, who's saying the goofy stuff. I talk a little bit of everything. I have a diverse content. I did that during that same year when I built this channel, but I was going on that road. But that's the problem with people. They just want to try you to see if you're going to break. I'm not going to break on here. No derelict, stupid niggas going to tell me how to do my content. They can kiss my fucking ass. And they're bitches in real life because they're not really about it like that. There's a lot of fake people on here. And I've been knowing fake people for years. These dudes ain't really about it until they get exposed by someone close to them. It's not someone further away like me. I ain't close to them. But the guys that's close to them don't give a fuck about you. I'm just saying it from my experience, what I seen on this sorry site. I seen it everywhere. Most people are trash and fake on here. I don't take nobody serious on here. I don't. And reason I laugh at bitch ass niggas and I throw shots and throw subliminals, I'm doing it on purpose because I don't give a fuck about these people like that. I really don't. People come and go off my shit all the time. If I stop doing it, my shit grows. That's weird. That's how I got 1,000. And a lot of people say, how you get 1,000? I just let that shit grow and I stopped caring about this shit. I stopped caring. I was a commenter all them years from 2015 to 2020. That's what I was doing. Even though I was on the net, but I wasn't doing content, but I actually worked and watched videos, and that was it. And went home and did other things. You know what I'm saying? I was on what you formerly known as Twitter at the time, but they call it X now, right? And Instagram. I was messing around those years on different platforms. I wasn't studying with this. I ended that shit somewhere around 2015 to 2020, and I've been doing it for years, man. I've been on everywhere, but YouTube is not it, bro. It never was. It fell off after 2012, and during 2012, that's when it died. See, when it was 2013 and what you got now, that's the problem we're in. This is a 10-year problem that people are dealing with. It's actually an 11-year problem because a lot of people weren't around at that time when the internet was at its height. That's when everybody tried to make it about money. That's what ruined it. It all started in 2012. Prior to that, it wasn't like that. Oh, wait, you wasn't getting that much money until 2012 came around. The big contracts came, the TV deals came, and the media came, ruined everything. That's why you got biased media right now, biased reporting against this shit overseas. But we ain't gonna get into that. Everybody's branching out, and that's a good thing. The sports podcast is being fantastic. The sports podcast is doing what it's supposed to do. And you got other people getting different jobs, different avenues, getting different money, and they just spreading. They hustling out here. But that thing going on over there is some serious stuff. So just be mindful, be safe. This stuff can happen to anybody. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be another terrorist attack, but it's a possibility that we'll see something in 2024, and we'll see something during the election year. We're gonna see something. Who's gonna step up as the president? They try to say Biden can win. Now Biden may win the nomination, true, but there's not really a candidate that's gonna beat him, except ain't that many. We'll see. We'll see. And it just goes to show you where we at. I don't do a lot of streams about current events no more. I always do it on Thursday Thrills. I'm gonna have to change that and find another content form of streaming on here. I'm gonna have to name something we can talk about specifically current events and see what's going on and what people are doing and what's going on YouTube and battle rap. And battle rap, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Because battle rap right now looking good. And that's when people get caught up on their thing and just stick to that. That's the whole thing. But once you get into that mode, you just start learning that battle rap's in a decent place. A lot of people say ain't no money, you know, the lawsuit with Norbs. That's wild. But you know, a lot of people try to say, are you just a blogger? I said, technically, I'm not blogging. Now you can say this is a form of blogging, but I'm not a blogger. Last time I blogged, while I was a blogger, I was on Tumblr. Now, Tumblr, you can say Tumblr, I am a blogger. Yeah, I'm a blogger. I speak on things, and that's it. That's what a Tumblr is. I'm a blogger. Now, they'll try to say you're YouTube, ain't nothing but blogging. I'm not a blogger. Now I'm a vlogger. I vlog on a vlog stream. When I say vlog stream, like a vlog, I do those. Now the evergreen versus stagnation content, those are my vlog streams. Now, if you want to see some vlog, go see those platforms on the playlist. That's a vlog stream, right? The other ones are a semi podcast when I have guests and people that hit the links and all that, or long stream podcast, whatever you want to call it. And sometimes podcasts is like, you can say it's like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. That's a basic podcast. Now you can have an hour podcast. Don't let these niggas like Gully tell you the false truth. But no, podcasting ain't what that's the entertainment's perspective. If you want to talk about a podcast that deals with subjects, history, and all that other shit like I do, that'd be like at least 1 hour to 4 hours at max. That's what was my max. If you watch all my streams 2 years ago, you already know they were podcasters. They were like hours to 4 hours, and you can take that in. But the ones that the marathon streams are the worst. I did it. I'm guilty of it from 2 years ago. I participated, and the most I've been on someone's platform for 17 hours is the most. As a guest, I've been on it for 17 hours with them. That's a record, right? And then me hosting a 12-hour live stream, my first was 12 hours. I did it 12 hours, probably 2 times. Long live streams. Then the other one that I supposedly we was cool, but we ain't now. It was 13 hours. He beat my record, but that's okay. But no mention, no name. Y'all know who he is. But this just goes to show you, I've done that before. I did that 2 years ago. It's no need to go back to that. Them days is over. Like, that's when people was stuck in the house. They had nothing to listen to. And then, yeah, we had the mic thing. Yeah, I didn't have this mic. You can go watch my old stuff. I didn't have this particular microphone. I had different ones. I had a USBs. You already know how I progress. Now I've got to look at it. Am I progressing now? And I am. I'm talking about different things. I'm talking about current events, staying away from this so-called red pill content. It's been dry for a minute. Ain't nobody talking about that BS, that fake gender warning shit. That shit died. It died actually 2 years ago. I told you that shit was garbage. People left that shit. It was something during the pandemic, but 2022, everybody kept repeating the same cycle. You ain't getting the views like you was 2 years ago. I was getting the views when I started. Everybody's doing bullshit. But it is what it is. Like, why do people get caught up on relationship topics? They're dead. Everybody hates each other. Now you got this war going on. Everybody's going to be more divided. I don't understand it, man. People need to get their priorities straight, man, and stop fucking around. But anyways, this is all I got. Yeah, this football season, y'all enjoyed the game. I already know the NFL just started with the Titans and the Ravens. I think they're overseas. I think they're in London, I believe. I believe they're in London. It's at 9. It ain't 9:30 yet, but they ain't over there just yet. But you get the big picture. So with that, until next time, shalom to the people of Israel and the Gentiles. Shalom to you as well. We already know the Holy Land used to be ours and all that stuff, but over there, Esau's going to go crazy with, Ishmael and half our people. It's just be safe over there. And like I said, man, I'll see y'all in the coming weeks. This week, I will see y'all the embracing being an independent thinker. We're going to talk about a little bit different. We'll talk about sports. I'll get into sports topic on the independent thinker series. I'm going to really talk about that much. It's the 32nd edition. We're gonna talk about a lot. Now, Thursday Thrills, I don't know what the new week is going to be about. I don't know, because Thursday is going to be very interesting. Be on the lookout for that. And I'll make another Thursday Thrill content as always. So the 80th edition, because we're getting close. And then after that, you already know Thursday Thrills is going to be a wrap for that whole year. So with that, until next time, I'm signing off and I'm out.